Well, good morning and welcome to Cityline. With me on the comfy couch, gosh, is someone that I love to see and I don't get to see a lot of. And we both saw each other in the green room and went, this is the longest we've gone without seeing each other. So please join me in welcoming back to Cityline Donna Ponapito. She is the president and CEO of the United Way of Pierce County. And we're going to talk about Alice in Pierce County. We got a big update. It is so good to see you.
Good
Welcome
to see
back.
you too.
It's been too long since you were on that
it
couch.
Has.
Absolutely. So putting on the spectacles, can you explain to our viewers what, first off, Alice is, and then what the report is and what it can tell us about Pierce County?
Great. Well, Alice, asset limited, income constrained, employed. So these are people that we see every day, working
Right.
hard, usually working more than one job. And so this report is really about looking at the financial hardship
Right.
of those Alice families. Alice families are 100% above poverty level, but yet 100% above,
Right.
and then 200% below 200% of poverty level. So if you think about that, and you think about household income,
Right.
for instance,
Which all of us think
right,
about what that is.
exactly. So the federal poverty level for a family of four is $30,000 a year. For an Alice family here in Pierce County, the latest data that we have, it's $98,000 for a household with two adults and an infant and a preschooler.
So, Donna, you have to make $98,000 to get above.
That's just survival.
To survive.
That's
to
just survival.
Keep the lights on.
Yes, yes. That's not if you want to go to the movies. That's not if you want savings. So this report really lifts up what it takes and the hardships on Alice families. And if you think about the pandemic, all right, so the last report we did last year focused on the 2021 data.
Right.
And that really looked at the impact of COVID. So financial hardship coming out of that, what we're seeing is there's more Alice families, first of all.
Yes.
It's not
No
shrinking.
big surprise.
You've got still COVID, you've got inflation, which is, impacted a lot of individual families. And then you have the expansion and then the expiration of all of the different types of assistance that families had
right.
during COVID. So when you think about at the end of 2021, all of that went away. So some things shifted. Costs, the household survival budget in 2021 was for a family of four about $89,000, and again, survival.
And now
then
it's at 98.
98, just under $100,000. Now the stability budget is closer to 140. So when you think about, the families that are Alice and they're working more than one job, and you think about the average minimum hourly wage,
Right.
what you're seeing is just that expansion. You've got this county went from 31% Alice households to 34% Alice households based on the 2022 data.
And Donna, these households, when we say asset limited, income constrained, employed means they're working 3 and 4 jobs just to get to that poverty level. It doesn't mean they're making it.
Yes.
So what is one of the biggest pressing issues for our Alice families here in Pierce County, and what strategies is the United Way kind of thinking about to alleviate them?
Well, one of the major issues is just, the cost of living, inflation.
Through the roof.
Food insecurity is huge. I've talked to so many of the execs here in Pierce County, and there's just a tremendous need. I was at the grocery store last week and bought a dozen eggs, $7.99 for a dozen eggs, right? So, you think about a family of 4 or 5, and how are they affording this?
Right.
Also, too, the pandemic, the assistance that that individuals got, when they lost that, Alice families struggled beforehand. So during the pandemic, that helped them a bit, but not enough to, to really get them to a place where they were stable. So that's an issue. There's also rent, affordable housing. So what's United Way doing? We work with a lot of partners in the community. We have our Centers for Strong Families.
You have an event coming up too.
Yes,
also.
we do. We do have an event. Our event is on August 1st. It's a virtual event, Alice in the Cross Current. So it's giving an update on the Alice data. And virtually.
I'm signed up.
Yes, virtually. So, and we'll have it on our website after that as well. So, there's lots of things that are impacting the Alice families. Our Centers for Strong Families, and we're working with partners in the community to really help families build wealth. And what we found out during the pandemic, while you're helping families, save and decrease their debt, you're also, dealing with other issues that families have, like mental health issues. How do you get them connected to basic needs? All of those things. We've got our guaranteed income, the cash assistance program, which, we're on the second round. 175 families are getting $500 a month.
What a difference.
For 12 months. And these are working families.
Yeah.
They're working. And so these dollars give them an opportunity to breathe.
I love that. My goodness, you have so much on those slim shoulders. Who do we need to thank in terms of people who have helped you, your team, volunteers, anybody? This is your chance.
First of all, thanking our donors. Because they help to make it possible, right? And then all of our partners. We've got some wonderful partners out in the community, our board, my staff, partners like Workforce Central, Goodwill, Sound Outreach, EFN, the list goes on and on. We do a lot of advocacy. It's so important. It's expensive to be poor, first of all.
Thank you.
And we have to look at the policies and the systems and the structures that sometimes really aren't helpful to families.
And the first step is signing up, of course, for that August 1st
Absolutely.
informational, so we can then, as a community, address this.
Yes.
Donna, thank you so much for
you're
being
welcome.
here today. It goes by so quickly.
It does go by quickly.
Because Alice is heavy and important, and we need to
Yes.
be talking about it more. So I will see your beautiful face on August 1st from my kitchen.
Wonderful.
All right. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back.